We write to urge you to fulfill the responsibility the people of the state of Oklahoma have placed on you to enact policies that will preserve the teaching and research excellence of the University of Oklahoma. We appeal to you to enact effective, evidence-based policies to protect the community, vaccine and mask mandates and incentives, and remote work and study options for all students, faculty, and staff at OU.
Masks were 99.5% effective from any distance. All of that being said, we know risk still attends to it. And the question is, how do we manage it in a way that embraces both sides? Both the mission we have and the students that we know need to have this experience to move forward in their lives, and how do we make it as safe as possible? And we've had town halls, and we'll have more and more discussions, and the answers are imperfect, but it's always an effort to do better and get that balance right. It will never be perfect.
So we are protesting against the university and their lack of action with COVID-19 protocol this year.
In July of 2020, students, faculty, and staff held a die-in at Headington Hall outside of the Board of Regents meeting to protest the university's so-called safe and resilient reopening plan. The protesters lay on the grass under tombstones that read, "This is a preventable tragedy." After the meeting, the regents snuck out the side door of the building, presumably to avoid coming face-to-face with the protesters outside, who were holding signs that said, "No deaths for tuition dollars," and "We are not disposable." It was hard to imagine then that OU could do any worse than being indifferent to the suffering and death of so many in our community. But incredibly, 1 year later, it has gotten worse.
And the systems that exist to protect the OU community have not been working. Why? I beg you to ask yourself that question.
9/11 started 20 years of war, and we can't do anything for the thousands of people that are dying today. We can't do the bare